From Kampala, Uganda's capital, we bring you a fashion show with a difference.
The Hot Pink Catwalk charity fashion show, which is the largest inclusive fashion show in the country, where we have the participation of persons with disabilities at every single point in the fashion show.
From the designers to the models.
It is important in a way that it reduces that negative attitude that the society has towards disabled persons. Because they think that disabled persons, they cannot do anything on their own or in life. That is developmental.
I want it to be a replica of the Africa I want to see in 2030. Where everybody really comes together to celebrate the idea that we're one person.
This is really an amazing night. Ladies, are we ready to get this show on the road?
This is a story about changing perceptions. This is Inside Africa. It's a weekday morning in Uganda's capital of Kampala, and the slum of Natete is a hive of activity. Outside on the streets, kids play, while street vendors haggle. Inside the spaza shops that line the alleyways, small businesses are in full swing. And Sisi Nagawa is one of the busiest traders in this neighborhood. Not only does she run the local laundry known as Adobe, she's also a skilled artisan. Her chosen craft, shoes.
I use a variety of materials such as hard soles, soft soles, and the shoes I was making earlier are made out of cow hides. I make the designs by myself, out of my own head. I start with the artwork, which determines the design, and then I move on to the patterning, the making of the shoe. And the majority of my customers really like craft shoes.
At 27, Sisi has been running the local Dobe since her early 20s and decided to branch out into design to make more money. She chose cobbling specifically as it best suited her lifestyle.
Cobbling came about after I considered my condition. I realized that this is what I can manage.
Sisi lost her ability to walk at 5 years old as a result of polio, but that has in no way deterred her.
I am able to do most of my chores and much of my work on my own. People often wonder how I do all of it on my own, without anybody's help. And that has made me a living example to so many people that even if I am disabled, I remain able in so many ways.
That even includes modeling. In 2016, Sisi was asked to be a part of the Hot Pink Catwalk, a fashion show with a purpose.
I was both impressed and surprised to be asked to model because I have only known models to be lean, small-bodied, and they are not paralyzed like I am. But the experience inspired me and even helped me to believe in myself.
Dedicated to inclusivity, this event is the first of its kind in Uganda and features models and designers who are disabled as well as non-disabled.
Fashion show. Being involved in the fashion show made me really happy. The experience boosted my confidence and made me believe that irrespective of my condition, we are indeed able.
This year, Sisi will be returning to the catwalk, but as a designer and official ambassador.
This year, as an ambassador, I want to be part of creating a bigger impact to attract even more attention to the fashion show and the foundation as well.
The organization behind the Hot Pink Catwalk is Malengo Foundation, founded in 2015. It's the brainchild of Michelle Omamteker, an ally and advocate for people with disabilities.
Malengo Foundation is an organization that is looking towards an inclusive Africa. We come up with engaging ways that attract young people to realize their responsibility, especially non-disabled young people, to realize their responsibility in creating the bridge, in creating an Africa that is comfortable, that is equal, that is fair, that is equitable for every single person on the planet.
In this hour, we have a very special person coming to the studio. She's fly, but that's not why she's here. Michelle Omamteker!
Thank you so much for having me, Marissa.
The word Malengo is Swahili for reaching goals.
The United Nations, every 15 years, they set out a new set of goals that every country or every person actually on the planet is supposed to adopt, acknowledge, and strive to it. I heard about the Sustainable Development Goals and I was very intrigued by them, and then I thought to myself, I want every young person across the planet, especially across Africa, to know about these goals. And ever since then, my whole life has been transitioned to looking at an Africa that sees people beyond their differences and focuses on more of our similarities.
In its third year, the Hot Pink Catwalk has become one of the biggest events on the Kampala social calendar, drawing hundreds of spectators from around the country.
We have the participation of persons with disabilities at every single point in the fashion show. We have persons with disabilities included as models on the runway. We have an inclusive audience, so we actually cater for an audience that is diverse, with sign interpreters. Our backstage support staff is inclusive. MCs are inclusive.
Martin Lubwana was born with albinism, and for the second year running, he will be co-hosting the fashion show.
This platform is really an empowering opportunity. It gives you the feel of seeing how much more you can do and how many people can you empower using what you've been given. It's really exciting. Everyone is waiting and everyone is doing their best to see that everything comes up so well.
It's all systems go ahead for the 2018 Hot Pink Inclusive Catwalk event.